How many of you guys have that one friend or family member that constantly tells you to become vegetarian and to stop eating meat? With over 370 million people worldwide being vegetarian and many people switching to the diet every day, let me tell you, that is not the right decision. The vegetarian diet is falsely advertised and as a diet that eliminates the harms of an omnivorous diet, and it's an all-around diet, which it is not. Today, I'll persuade you to not switch to a vegetarian diet and to keep your omnivorous diet. First, I'll talk about the advantages of the omnivorous diet and what is an omnivorous diet. Next, I'll compare the health benefits of an omnivorous diet to a vegetarian diet. And lastly, I'll urge you to eat what your body was intended to eat. Becoming vegetarian might seem like a good option to help your health in the environment, but because you're only eating vegetables and avoiding meat, you lack your essential nutrients and deprive your body of an all-around diet. The omnivorous diet provides many essential nutrients that you can't get when you abstain from meat. There are many diets that exist but the omnivorous diet is like no other. Before I begin talking about the advantages of an omnivorous diet, what is an omnivorous diet? According to what is an omnivore section of the Northwestern University website, they state how an omnivorous diet is an animal or a person that eats both animal and plants. Humans aren't the only animals that are omnivorous. Raccoons, bears, and a couple other animals are also omnivorous. Now for the advantages of an omnivorous diet for us humans. According to Is It Healthier to Be Vegetarian or an Omnivore by Censor, they describe that the vitamin B12 found in animals helps the brain provide the nutrients and helps create the body's red blood cells. Censor also adds that the proteins found in meat are higher in biological value in protein because of them originating from actual animals compared to a plant-based protein. Lastly, he also adds on that proteins in meat have been found better for muscles and overall body health. The omnivorous diet has many benefits, but now let's compare the health benefits of both sides. The vegetarian diet provides health benefits just like the omnivorous diet. According to the book Omnivore's Dilemma by Michael Pollan, he describes in detail the problem that with eating meat in America is the addition of corn in the industry of producing meat. Corn is used to make high fructose corn syrup, and the high fructose corn syrup is sometimes added to meats, which is very bad for your health. Eating these types of meats can lead to obesity, diabetes, and other health complications. So how can you avoid these meats? According to Daniel Pendick from the Harvard Medical School, his article, 6 Healthy Protein Choices When Cutting Back on Red Meat, you should eat chicken, fish, turkey, and other low-fat dairy products. These meats have less or even eliminate the harms of red meat. The amount of red meat and other meats you eat also matter, and is also a big factor. Eating too much of anything is bad for your body. So far, I've told you about the advantages of eating meat, the vitamins and nutrients you get from eating it, and I've also provided you healthy alternatives. I understand that being vegetarian has many benefits, but nature since the beginning of time has intended for us to consume animals. There are a lot of benefits shown that without eating meat in our ancestors' diets, our brains wouldn't be the same as they are today. According to an article by Jeffrey Kluger from the Time magazines, the first human consumed meat about 2.6 million years ago. In fact, he adds on that without the consumption of meat in our diets, we could have possibly not had the complex brains that we have today. The nutrients from eating meat helps provide the brain its ability to communicate among us humans, and also has provided us the ability to think, in fact. If you want the convenience of eating meat and also vegetables, there are also many alternatives, such as the Mediterranean diet, which is famously known as a plant-based diet that adds marginal amounts of meat. which is essential for your health. From the website Mayo Clinic, they also add on about the Mediterranean diet, talking about how the diet is true all around and includes the consumption of vegetables, healthy fats, fruits, a weekly intake of fish, and poultry, beans and eggs, and a little bit of red meat. Today, I persuade you to switch or maintain an omnivorous diet and not to switch to a vegetarian diet. First, I persuaded you about the omnivorous diet and about the advantages that it has and added on what the omnivorous diet was. Next, I compared the health benefits of an omnivorous diet to a vegetarian diet. And then lastly, I urged you to consume animals because it was what the body was intended to eat. There are some circumstances where switching to a vegetarian diet can be beneficial, but long term, you shouldn't deprive yourself of those essential nutrients. Like I said earlier, you should consider the Mediterranean diet. That diet provides all the essential nutrients and adds the limited intake of meats and also provides healthier protein options such as fish and chicken. Lastly, I suggest you better understand your own body and see what you need to add or take away from your diet for you to be your best self. There are many diets out there that are beneficial, but none that are as balanced as the omnivorous diet. I encourage you all to be smart about your body and health and to pick the diet that's best for you, not the diet that deprives you of being your best self. Thank you.